Hello, everybody, and welcome to Genesee Community College. It's the Batavia Lions Club's Pete Arras Memorial Tournament. This is the small school final between two GR League rivals, Oakfield-Alabama and Notre Dame. My name is Alex Brasky here for the Batavia Daily News, ready to take you through tonight's action between the Hornets and the Irish. The Irish enter this game with a record of 6-1. A win over Alexander in the opening round by a final score of 66-51. In that game, Notre Dame outscored Alexander 22-11 in the fourth quarter to pull out the victory. Cody Henry scored 18 of his 22 points in the second half to lead the way for ND. Jordan Welker added 17 points, much of which came during the first half, while Ryan Fitzpatrick finished with 11 points, including a pair of big three-pointers late in the fourth quarter. On the other side, Oakfield-Alabama enters this game at 5-0. The Hornets defeated rival Elba in the opening round by a score of 60-44. The Hornets' big three of Gage Armbruster, Cam Kuzmano, and Caden Kuzmano were at it again as they combined for nearly 50 points and over 20 rebounds, along with 15 assists during OA's first-round win over the Lancers here at GCC. It should be an interesting matchup tonight between Batavia, Notre Dame, and OA. But before we get too deep in tonight's broadcast, let us first thank our sponsors, beginning with our scoreboard sponsor, and that is Casella Waste. Are you looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster, or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. That's Casella, always putting your waste to work and providing you with the #1 rates on waste and recycling removal. 585-308-0662. Call Casella today for a quote. Also, Yassis Trucking and Construction, Excavating and Paving, 6956 Byron Holly Road, and Byron, 585-548-5014. When you need a paving or excavation service contract in the Byron and Batavia area, there's only one company that goes above and beyond to fulfill all your excavation, septic, paving, and snow removal needs, and that's Yassis Trucking and Construction. Founded in 1988, Yassis offers valuable knowledge gained from over 33 years of experience in the industry. At Yassis Trucking and Construction, they are insured and bonded and have proven to be a resource to architects, homeowners, and other customers throughout the area. Call Yassis today to see what they can do for you. 585-548-5014. Also, Empire Tractor, we're here to help you grow. 5072 East Main Street in Batavia. That's on Route 5, right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds. You can call them at 343-1822 or visit online, empiretractor.com. ET, your local New Holland dealer, selling a full range of tractors and farm equipment. ET is also proud to sell Dixie Chopper zero-turn mowers, which is the world's fastest mower, and they are now selling and servicing the Coyote line of tractors, mowers, and utility vehicles. Check out their website, empiretractor.com, or visit in person, like I said, right in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds. And last but not least, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, serving lunch, dinner, homemade desserts, 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, as well as wine slushies. Check them out on their Facebook page for daily specials. Open every day except Tuesdays. Happy holidays from Sweet Betty's. All right, as you see on the Casella Waste scoreboard, we're getting ready to go, and we turn it over in just a few moments to public address announcer Paul Spiata, who will announce the starting lineups for tonight's contest.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the 39th annual Batavia Lions Club Peters Basketball Tournament. This is the championship game of the small school division, and the teams are the Oakfield-Alabama Hornets against the Notre Dame Irish. Now let's introduce tonight's starting lineups. First four of the Oakfield-Alabama Hornets will be listed as under the guest column on the scoreboard. Starting with number 1, Kyle Porter. Number 3, Cameron Guzmano. Number 10, Gage Armbruster. Number 21, Jordan Schlangenhoff. And number 22, Hayden Guzmano. And the rest of the Oakfield-Alabama Hornets.
Oakfield is coached by Ryan Steller as he meets Notre Dame head coach Mike Rapone at midcourt.
Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Starting with number 0, Jordan Welker. Number 2, Ryan Fitzpatrick. Number 5, Hayden Groff. Number 22, Jamie Valera. And 23, Cody Henry.
And there you have it, the starting lineups for each side. Before we get started, let us give you a bit of history of the Batavia Lions Club tournament. Started in 1982, the first annual Lions Club tournament featured Byron Burgeon, Notre Dame, Batavia, and Albion as its original members. The Bees won the first ever Lions Club crown over Albion and would go on to win each of the first 3 tournament titles. It took until 1985 for the Blue Devils to meet the Irish in the final game when ND handled Batavia 65-52. Batavia's first ever title came in 1989, and after their consecutive titles, they would go on to win 15 of the next 21 tournaments and held a streak of 8 straight championships until their first round loss to University Prep in 2014. Originally a 4-team format, the tournament was adjusted to an 8-team event in 2018, and here we sit, ready to go in what is its 3rd year of existence as an 8-team tournament. The Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial, named after the former director of this tournament, longtime Batavia Lions Club member, and former principal of Jackson Elementary here in Batavia, Pete Arras. So here we go, ready to jump it up as Oakfield controls the opening tap. Gage Armbruster controls the ball for the Hornets, leading scorer for this team, along with the 2 Guzmano brothers, Cam and Caden. What you'll see from Oakfield tonight, they really like to attack the basket and run and gun in transition, as Jordan Schlangenhoff with an early bucket to get the Hornets on top 2-0. So I think what you'll see Notre Dame do is try to bait them into some perimeter shots, which, don't get me wrong, Oakfield has the ability to knock down, but not necessarily their strength on offense. On the other side of the court, Notre Dame will try to use its perimeter shooting to its advantage, as an offensive foul called on Hayden Groff. Notre Dame hit a large number of 3-pointers in their opening round victory, and that's really what the Irish like to do. They like to shoot it from deep early and often, allow their shooters to get hot and play solid defense on the other end. Cody Henry had a big game for the Irish inside in their opening round win over Alexander. Might have a more difficult time with a tougher matchup inside with more athleticism and leaping ability on the Hornets' defensive crew. So rebound there for Jordan Welker. And it remains 2-0 Oakfield-Alabama, and another turnover from the Irish, a travel called on Ryan Fitzpatrick. So we're about a minute and a half into this small school final. Crowd starting to file in and pack the stands here at GCC. It's been a fun tournament. The return to tournament action here at the Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial. COVID restrictions have limited these teams' ability to get together recently, but they're back on the court and really hustling and working hard, trying to work their way to a coveted tournament title. Schlangenhoff with a deep shot, no good. Rebounded by Guzmano. And he stepped out of bounds. So 6:16 has failed to stop the clock in time, remaining in this first quarter. In our consolation matchups, we had Elba winning the small school bracket and Batavia winning the large school bracket, as Cody Henry knocks it down for the Irish to tie the game at 2. Batavia rolled Roy Hart in the large school final consolation as the Hornets turn it over there, while Elba handled Alexander in the small school consolation. This is certainly a high-profile matchup. Two GR League rivals. They'll face each other again in just a couple of games as Notre Dame will head to Elba before facing off with Oakfield-Alabama as part of their league schedule. That one rejected by Kuzmano. Three ball from Groff, no good. Rebound goes to the Hornets. It's Porter pushing it up the floor. Here's Armbruster, thought about taking it through the lane, pulls it back out, and now he'll get it back. Porter from the corner for three. No good, short. So for the Hornets, they'll have a little bit easier of a road, at least initially after this tournament, as Welker called for the travel. Oakfield will take on Kendall before once again facing off with the Irish, and then they'll take on Elba and Albion. So that's what's coming up for both teams as we're under the 5-minute mark here in this small school final. Armbruster, nice finish. Through contact, fading away, Armbruster able to get it to go. And OA is back in front. You might be able to hear the OA Crazies, I think they're called. Changed their name to the OAE Mafia as they came together with Elba for the football season and the fall season, I should say. But back by themselves, I believe we refer to them as the OA Crazies. That's what they were in my day. So that's what we're going to call them here tonight, unless I'm told otherwise. As I failed to start the clock, we're inside 4:20 remaining as Kuzmano puts up a three, no good. It's rebounded by the Irish. Here comes Welker with it. So 4:05 remaining as I sync the clock here at GCC. As Henry, no good from about 15 feet. Hornets pushing, Kuzmano inside. 4-point lead for the Hornets now, inside 4 minutes to go in the first. Welker rejected by Kuzmano. Inside to Henry. Right back out to Groff. Thought about it, instead kicks it to the corner to Finero along the baseline. Floater, no good. Tipped away, Groff, second opportunity, and Schlagenoff's there to knock it away. What a rejection from Jordan Schlagenoff. He's had himself a fine tournament. 6 points in the opening round game and solid defense in that game, and you're seeing his scoring ability and really ability on both ends once again here tonight. It's about 3:15 to go as Fitzpatrick launches from three, no good. Good closeout there from Kuzmano. Armbruster up the floor. Gets it back from Schlagenoff. Armbruster attacking the rim, no good. Nice defense from the Irish there, collapsing on Armbruster. That's what you have to do against this Hornets senior. You got to put more than one body on him at the rim. His size, athleticism, and strength, tough stop when he gets a full head of steam near the block. So 2:46 remaining here in the first quarter, 6-2 OA in the lead. Irish really have not been able to find their groove or rhythm on offense. Taking some uncharacteristic looks. They really like to settle in from the perimeter, but OA knows it, and they're really pressing their defense out past that three-point line. Rejected again by Kuzmano. These Kuzmano brothers, they got a nose for the ball. The Irish take it back. Here comes Fitzpatrick, kicking over to Groff. Welker with it now, and he'll pull it back out. Nice move from Welker to get a chance at the rim. And a nice floater converted by Jordan Welker. Welker, a recent recipient of an Athlete of the Week nomination from the Batavia Daily News. You can find that list online. Near 50 athletes included in our list from all sports. Kuzmano launches from three, no good. And Porter rips it away from Fitzpatrick. Nice offensive rebound from Porter. Kuzmano, no good. Armbruster's there for the rebound, but we have a whistle, and it's going to be called on the Irish. And Notre Dame looking for the over-the-back call, but they won't get it, as it'll stay here with the Hornets. 1:48 remaining now in the first quarter. Inbounded to Porter, 3-ball. Good! Kyle Porter. It's a 5-point lead for Oakfield. Welker with it, gets it over to Bryson Berry. His first action of the night, along with Jaden Sherwood checking into the game for ND. Braden Smith in the game for OA. And a whistle and a foul called on the Hornets. Foul is called against Porter. That's the first team foul on OA here tonight. Welker to inbound, bounce pass to Fitzpatrick, gets it back. And the Hornets take it away. Here comes Armbruster. Contested by Berry, but that won't do it as Armbruster, one of the best there is at finishing at the rim. OA ahead by 7. Under a minute to go here in the first. Welker drives the lane. 2 men on him, tries to force it up, and he's fouled. Nice job drawing the contact by Welker. Had a man in the corner open for 3, but decided to take it himself, and he'll be rewarded with 2 free throws here. Excuse me, foul called on the ground as the Irish will inbound. Finero with it, trying to drive the lane, kicks it out to Berry. 2 men tumble, and Braden Smith takes the charge. So an offensive foul called on Finero, and the Hornets will take over with 44.5 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. Already leading by 7. On the horn to Armbruster in the corner. Skip pass to Smith for 3. No good, gets his own rebound. Good hustle, Braden Smith. Can't get the second chance, but gets another rebound. Speaking of nose for the ball. Good hustle there from Braden Smith. And now OA will look to hold for 1 shot with time ticking near 10 seconds to go here in the first. Armbruster will look to attack, gets it away to Kuzmano, kicks it to Kuzmano for 3 from the corner, no good. Berry tried to grab it, but it goes off of him, and 0.4 seconds remain. So Caden Kuzmano tried the 3 from the corner, no good, but it goes off of Berry out of bounds, and now the Hornets with one last gasp here. Kuzmano puts it up, no good. We head to the second. It's 11-4. OA with a 7-point lead. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors for tonight's broadcast. Casella Waste, our scoreboard sponsor. Casella will save your business time and money on trash and recycling services. Affordable and reliable local service. Containers of all sizes, free delivery of those containers. Call 585-308-0662 for a quote today. That's Casella, always putting your waste to work. Also, Yasis Trucking and Construction, Excavating and Paving, 6956 Byron Holly Road in Byron, 585-548-5014. Yasis also can provide all of your snow removal needs. Empire Tractor, we're here to help you grow. 5072 East Main Street in Batavia. Check out our selection in front of the Genesee County Fairgrounds on Route 5 in Batavia. It's 5072 East Main Street, 343-1822, EmpireTractor.com. Also, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, 15 Main Street in Leroy. 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, homemade desserts, wines, slushies. They really do it all at Sweet Betty's, and they've also catered a couple of our luncheons at the Batavia Daily News in the past, and boy, do they have a delicious menu. So check out Sweet Betty's whenever you get a chance. Another travel called on the Irish. It's been a problem for them tonight. So here comes Armbruster to initiate the possession for OA. Noah Courier into the game now for the Hornets. He had it on the wing and turned it over. Welker pushing it up the floor to Fanara. Welker will take it back and slow things down here. Henry looking for the screen, but OA avoids it. Barry steps in, fires it up, no good. Armbruster there for the rebound. Here come the Hornets. Kuzmano. Caden Kuzmano, count the basket. It's now a 9-point lead for OA, and Kuzmano with a chance to make it 10. 7:10 remaining here in the second quarter. It's been all Hornets in the early going. Irish have been cold when they've got a chance on the perimeter. Too many turnovers on ND's side, and that's allowed OA to build a near 10-point advantage early in this game. Kuzmano no good, but Smith almost got the rebound, goes off of OA, and fortunately for the Irish, they will take over here. Smith almost had himself his third offensive rebound of this game. So here comes Groff up the floor with it. And he'll hand it off to Welker, guarded closely by Courier. Fanara now from Barry. And Fanara to the rim, and he's fouled. See, this is where you have to convert if you're Notre Dame. Not going to get many clean looks at the rim. This OA defense just too good, too long, too athletic. You need to initiate the contact, send yourself to the line, and once you get there, you need to convert if you're Notre Dame. Fanara able to make the first. Nothing but net on that free throw as Barry checks out. Fitzpatrick back in for ND. Fanara 1 of 2, but there's Fitzpatrick for the rebound and the putback. So the Irish will take that, although they missed the free throw on the second half of the 2 shots. They get the rebound and convert it into a 3-point play. Good hustle from Fitzpatrick. Inside to Cam Kuzmano, and a good response from the Hornets. Back to an 8-point advantage. 6.5-minute mark of this second quarter. Groff fires up a 3, no good, off the side of the rim. Henry in there for the rebound, count the basket. Cody Henry sticking his nose in there, finishing with the harm, and he'll head to the line. Chance to cut it to 5. So Notre Dame continuing to battle here, and a big opportunity for Henry at the line. Three-point play the old-fashioned way, converted by Cody Henry. 5-point lead for OA, and here come the Hornets. Smith back to Armbruster up top. Courier gets it back. 3-ball, good! Noah Courier knocks it down. Back to an 8-point lead. Hornets responding at every turn here. Henry feeds it to Groff inside, no good. Good post passing from Henry, but the Irish couldn't convert. Out to Welker wide open. Rattles out. Henry working hard inside. Can't get that one to go, but Fitzpatrick chases it down. Good hustle from the Irish here. And Smith knocks it out, but Notre Dame will hold on to it. Both teams working extremely hard, and a timeout taken by Oakfield with 5:37 remaining here in the second quarter. We head to a quick break here at GCC.
That makes this event possible. Baby Lions Club on the recommend the Baby Lions game. Johnson on the group of Leroy. Great Lakes Insurance. Lots of enterprises. And Leroy Mason's Live Club. Number 39. We have the frequent roles sponsors and including we appreciate once again our thanks to the Baby Lions
All right, and we're back here at GCC, the small school final. Alex Brasky here with you for the Batavia Daily News. Oakfield-Alabama with an 8-point lead over Notre Dame in the early going. Welker hands it off to Fanera. Fanera to Henry now. Henry fading away, no good, but tried to chase it down. Tried to tie up Caden Kuzmano. Luckily, he wasn't whistled for a foul. Kuzmano running the floor, kicks it to Smith. Smith inside. Nice move to get to the rim. Braden Smith. Crafty player, this Smith. Does a nice job getting position both on the boards, and you saw it there with the ball. So Henry is fouled there with 5:05 remaining here in the half, and he'll head to the line as Colton Yasis checks in for Smith, as he's whistled, I believe, for his second foul. So Henry will take one shot here. As I forgot to add the points. And a three-point play once again for Cody Henry. And the Hornets come close to turning it over, and now a foul called on Armbruster. A little too aggressive there on the loose ball, and Notre Dame will take over here. So the Irish within 7. And Henry doing a nice job keeping them in this one as of late. Fanera gets it right back to Welker, looking for somebody inside, but had no options. Chooses to go to the lane now, fading away and couldn't get the finish. Here comes Owe going quickly. Nice pass from Porter to Kuzmano, but he kicks it right back out to his brother. Kuzmano, a lot of contact, but he traveled. So here come the Irish with it now. Welker attacking the basket, fading away once again. Can't get it to go once again. Armbruster on the rebound. Not a great possession there for the Irish. You'd like to see them work the ball a bit more. That's really when they've had good possessions, working it around, getting it inside, but see the opposite happen right there as OA does the exact thing I was talking about, working the ball around, getting it inside. Kuzmano with the finish. Three-point play opportunity coming up as the Hornets have increased their lead to 9. And Cameron Kuzmano able to convert. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Hornets. Croft tried to get it to Henry inside, but Porter doing a nice job fronting the post. Welker again inside, forcing it up, no good. Armbruster on the rebound. Here comes Armbruster, bounce pass to Kuzmano inside. And a timeout called here by Notre Dame. A 12-point lead for Oakfield-Alabama, their largest of this contest. There's 3:38 remaining. Here in the first half, the Hornets in firm control of this small school final. We'll be right back after a short break here at GCC. And here we go. Here we're back to action. A little late getting back from the restroom. My apologies. One-man crew So reset the clock. We're at 3:27 remaining here in the first half. 12-point lead for OA. Finera from the free throw line gets it away to Fitzpatrick. Inside to Sherwood. Up and in. Jaden Sherwood getting involved, and at the right time as the Hornets turn it over right back to the Irish. Welker created that turnover and able to finish. 3-point play opportunity coming up for Jordan Welker. What a turn of events here, as it seemed as OA was beginning to run away with it, but the Irish say not so fast. 3:06 remaining here in the first half. One shot coming up for Welker. No good. The Hornets get the rebound. So 8-point game. Guzmano with it on the perimeter. Yasis in the corner, back up to Guzmano. Deep three, no good. Short, rattles around, and Cam Guzmano gets the rebound. Up from Yasis and good. Excuse me, that rebound from Caden Guzmano. And a foul on the other end. So 2:34 remaining in this first half, and now Finera will head to the line in a 10-point ball game. Finera misses the first. One for two for Jimmy Finera, back down to a 9-point game. 2:30 to go here in the half. Once again, we pull up the Casella Way scoreboard. You see that 9-point margin here in favor of OA, and Guzmano travels under the basket. That gives it back to the Irish. Schleigenhoff checks in for Yasis here for OA. Comes Welker with it now. Double screen. Able to get away, but Guzmano chases him down. Good move from Welker, gaining separation, but can't get the finish. Fitzpatrick kicks it to Sherwood. No good, but he gets the follow. Nice bounce pass to Fitzpatrick in there for the finish. 7-point lead now for the Hornets. The Irish continuing to battle here. Inside 2 minutes to go in the first half. Critical 2 minutes coming up here for both sides. Armbruster over to Smith. Back to Armbruster, back to Smith. For three. Good! Braden Smith. Just as I said earlier, OA continues to answer every surge from the Irish. About a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter. Back to a 10-point lead. Henry, deep from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Guzmano. Here comes Armbruster with it now. Armbruster, nice move, may have been a travel, but no call. Guzmano on the rebound, put back, no good. Another rebound, put back, and this time, Guzmano is good. 12-point lead for the Hornets. Time ticking near a minute to go here in the second. Henry along the baseline, feeds it to Sherwood for three. Good! Jaden Sherwood making his presence felt. 5 points since he's entered the game, and it's back down to a 9-point advantage. Seesaw situation here as both sides finding their way in the offensive end. Guzmano, a lot of contact, no good. Rebound goes to Fitzpatrick. And that one's knocked away. It'll stay with the Irish. So here comes Bodie Hyde checking in for Oakfield-Alabama for the first time tonight. The Irish will have it with time ticking away here in the second. 9-point game. Irish need a bucket here. Stop on the other end would be nice as well. Welker spinning to the rim, fading away, no good. Finera tried to get the rebound, but Armbruster pulls it away. Now it's Fitzpatrick with it. Inside to Finera, no good. The Irish create the takeaway and almost turned it over themselves. Welker slowing things down. Looking for the screen from Henry, chucks it up. Good! Jordan Welker cuts it to 7, 1 second to go. Kuzmano at the rim at the buzzer. And that's a microcosm of this first half, as every time the Irish seem to gain some momentum, OA is there to answer. And a little bit of pushing and shoving there at the end, a little bit of chirping near the Notre Dame bench was unnoticed by the referees, and we head to halftime. It is a 9-point lead for the Hornets. Before we head to halftime, let us first thank our sponsors. First and foremost, with Casella Waste. Casella, are you looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella Waste and check out their great rates on local waste removal. Also, Yasis Construction and Towing. Construction and trucking, excavating and paving. As I look down as people run onto the floor after an announcement asking people to stay off of the floor. So people not really following direction here, but Yasis Trucking and Construction. I can't say that word. Excavating and paving, 6956 Byron Holly Road in Byron, 585-548-5014 at Yasis Trucking and Construction. We are insured and bonded and have proven to be a resource to architects, homeowners, and other customers throughout the area. Call us today to see what we can do for you. 548-5014. Empire Tractor, we're here to help you grow. 5072 East Main Street in Batavia, 585-343-1822. EmpireTractor.com. Also, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop, 15 Main Street in Leroy. Sweet Betty's serving lunch, dinner, homemade desserts, 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream, soft custard, and wine slushies. Check them out on their Facebook page for daily specials. Open every day except Tuesdays. Happy holidays from Sweet Betty's. We take a break. Alex Brasky here with you for the Batavia Daily News. We'll be right back after about 8 minutes here from GCC. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Genesee Community College. It's the Batavia Lions Club's Pete Arras Memorial Boys Basketball Tournament Small School Bracket Final. Here as Oakfield-Alabama holds a 9-point lead over Notre Dame at the break. It was really all Hornets in that first half. Gage Armbruster and the Kuzmano brothers doing a lot of the damage. Braden Smith and Kyle Porter and Jordan Schlagenoff also making plays for the Hornets in that first half. As far as Notre Dame is concerned, Jordan Welker and Cody Henry have really controlled the action, while Jaden Sherwood has a couple of buckets, and Jimmy Fanara has played well alongside Ryan Fitzpatrick and Hayden Groff. So Kuzmano launches up that three, and we are underway here in the third quarter. Once again, we'd like to thank our scoreboard sponsor, Casella Waste. As you see, there's 7:40 remaining here in the third. We'll give you some point totals from that first half as Henry inside with a nice finish. Good start to this half for the Irish. Welker with 6 points during that first half. Fitzpatrick with 4. Sherwood with 5 and Henry with 8 to lead Notre Dame, while the Hornets have been paced as Armbruster finishes inside. He has paced Oakfield-Alabama tonight on both ends of the floor, but leading the scoring has been Caden Kuzmano. 8 points for him, 7 points for Cam Kuzmano. So back and forth we go to open this third quarter as Kyle Porter knocks it down. 11-point lead for OA now. It's really been a struggle for Notre Dame to find their rhythm offensively. They've not been able to reach what they would call their groove. A couple of uncharacteristic shots, off-balance looks have been the story for Notre Dame offensively. Henry has been their best source of offense, leading the scoring, but also doing a nice job on the offensive glass. Fanara with the floater. As far as Oakfield's concerned, they've just played their game. They've attacked the basket, made good passes, as you see there, from Armbruster to Schlagenoff. What a pass to find him near the rim. And they've turned Notre Dame over. That's also allowed them to gain a double-digit advantage here. Oakfield's never going to blow you away, but they play sound, fundamental basketball. They work their tails off, and they attack on both ends of the floor. They attack you defensively. They attack on the boards. And most of all, they attack the basket. That makes things difficult on opponents. It's made it difficult on the Irish here tonight. Henry to the line once again. His first attempt rattles out. Quick programming note. Tune in for the large school final coming up after this game as Henry knocks down the second end of his 2 shots. Attica taking on Leroy in the large school final. Should be a good one. 2 well-sized, hard-working, and well-coached teams are the Knights and the Blue Devils. Attica took down Batavia in the opening round. Leroy took down Roy Hart. Big upset, Attica taking down Batavia. Batavia's dominated this tournament over the years, but a poor performance from the Blue Devils, and conversely, a fantastic performance from Attica. Their best of the year. So it's a 10-point game as Cameron Kuzmano heads back to the line here. And he misses the first. Seen some free throw struggles throughout this tournament. Playing in a bigger gym, an unfamiliar gym, could be the cause for some of those struggles. Kuzmano knocks down the second. So here's Welker setting up the offense for the Irish. Sherwood attacking the basket. Nice pass to Groff, and one more to Welker for three, and he knocks it down. Beautiful ball movement from the Irish there, and they're rewarded with the three ball from Welker. But right away, Oakfield-Alabama responds. Notre Dame not doing a good enough job getting back on defense after made buckets, and Oakfield-Alabama is taking advantage of that. Armbruster all the way to the rim, coast to coast, can't get the finish, and a nice rebound from Henry there. So back to a 10-point game. Here's Welker down the lane, floater, good. And quickly up the floor once again, Schlagenoff. It's well scouted by Oakfield-Alabama. Must have seen something on tape. Notre Dame doesn't do a good job getting back on defense, perhaps, and they haven't tonight, and that's allowed the Hornets to really get a lot of easy buckets in transition. Henry from the wing, good. Henry and Welker really have been the duo that have kept the Irish in this ball game, as they're hanging on by 8 points here. 4 minutes to go in the third. Guzmano off the mark, batted out of bounds, and it will go to the Irish. And the sub coming on late, Fitzpatrick, re-entering the game for ND. So here are the Irish now. Fitzpatrick with it, over to Sherwood. Sherwood, nice move behind the back, able to gain some separation, and a nice move from Henry there. And a blocking foul. Looks like Oakfield wanted the offensive foul, but Welker will be whistled for, or excuse me, Armbruster will be whistled for the foul. Inbound goes to Finera, right back to Welker. Tried to lob it to Henry, but a miscommunication there. Guzmano down the lane, lost control, but conveniently it falls right into the hands of Schlagenoff in the short corner. And a timeout called by the Hornets as Schlagenoff was in trouble, guarded closely by a pair of Irish defenders. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste, your #1 service provider for all your waste and recycling needs. That is Casella Waste. Are you looking for residential pickup at your house, a dumpster or roll-off service for your place of business? Call Casella. They're always putting your waste to work. Also, Yas's Trucking and Construction, Excavating and Paving. 6956 Byron Holly Road, Byron, 585-548-5014. When you need a paving or excavation service contract in the Byron and Batavia area, there's only one company that goes above and beyond to fulfill all of your needs. That's Yas's Trucking and Construction. And we'll get to our last one, but this is Empire Tractor. We're here to help you grow. Your local New Holland dealer, now selling and servicing the Dixie Chopper zero-turn mower. So we'll get to our last sponsor in a moment. The 328, Leroy has just entered the gymnasium for their large school matchup against Oakfield coming up in just about an hour. Armbruster couldn't get that to go. A lot of contact. He wanted the foul, and Notre Dame turns it right back over. And there's Armbruster to convert. Back to a 10-point advantage for the Hornets now. As you see here, Leroy awaiting the large school final. Sherwood up top, over to Finera. Now to Welker in the corner. Lobbed over the top. Henry couldn't get the handle on it, and it will go back to the Hornets. Courier checking in for OA. We'd also like to thank Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop. Over 30 flavors of Perry's ice cream. Dinner, homemade desserts. Check out their Facebook page today for daily specials. That's Sweet Betty's, 15 Main Street in Leroy. Here's Guzmano attacking the rim. No good. Henry on the rebound. Now here the Irish on the attack, and a foul called with 2:27 remaining here in the third. So OA has been able to maintain their double-digit advantage here. Notre Dame's been able to dip it underneath double digits once in a while, but OA has responded, as I've said numerous times, at every turn. Welker for three, no good. Rebound goes to Armbruster, and pushing up the floor, baseball pass to Porter, but it couldn't be converted. And now Henry with it avoids the backcourt violation. Sherwood attacking the rim, but stonewalled by Kuzmano. And the Irish turn it over now. Here comes Armbruster with it once again. 1-on-2. And Kuzmano's there for the putback. Technical foul called on Kuzmano. So Caden Kuzmano whistled for a technical foul behind the play. Didn't see what happened there, but the Irish with a little bit of a break here as they quell some of that momentum with 2 free throws from Jordan Welker. These are big free throws for Welker, as this one's slipping away. First one from Welker is good. And 2 for 2. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I thought I had the score right. A little late to change it here at GCC, but 10-point game. So I forgot to stop the clock. We'll reset that. There is 1:54 remaining here in the third quarter. 49-39. And we'll take a quick break, but we'll keep it right here at GCC. Been a pretty good ball game. OA had that one spurt to pull away, and Notre Dame's been able to keep it right there, but they haven't been able to make any headway in terms of cutting into that deficit. So here's Henry to inbound. Fitzpatrick waiting for it, but Welker will go into the backcourt to grab it. Henry from the elbow, no good. Nice box out from Courier to clear Welker out of there for Kuzmano. Kuzmano on the run now. Feeds it to Armbruster inside, no good. Good defense from Fitzpatrick, but Kuzmano is there to clean it up. Welker to the rim, good response from the Irish. Struggling with the clock a little bit here. We'll get that back synced up as Armbruster misses again at the rim, but Caden Kuzmano cleans it up for the Hornets. You could call these Kuzmano brothers the garbage men around the rim. They clean everything up, and usually they clean it up with 2 points. Fitzpatrick, no good. And we're at 54 seconds remaining here in the third. Courier in the corner. Nice bounce pass inside to Caden Kuzmano on the finish. 14-point game, OA's largest lead of the night. Dangerous territory for Notre Dame. Their chances slipping away. Fanera for three. Good! Huge three from Jimmy Fanera. The Irish needed that. 30 seconds to go here in the third. OA with it in the front court now. Kuzmano pushes it ahead to Gage Armbruster. Right back out to Cam Kuzmano, and now the Hornets will slow things down. About 1 second, well, there was 1 second separating the game clock and the shot clock, but now the shot clock has been turned off. Courier on the block, contact, no good, no call. Ball batted around, now into the hands of Fanera. Here comes Fanera, big opportunity for the Irish at the rim. Charge! Cam Kuzmano slides in there, Caden Kuzmano slides in there, takes the charge. Offensive foul called on Fanera. He's unhappy, but the Hornets will take back over with 2.9 remaining here in the third, a chance to add to their 11-point lead, potentially at the buzzer. Two seconds. Kuzmano, no good. We head to the fourth. It's an 11-point game. The Hornets looking to salt this one away. And we'll take a quick break here from GCC. All right, here we go, ready for the fourth quarter of action. Oakfield-Alabama posts an 11-point lead heading to the fourth. 8 minutes to play. Notre Dame holding on for dear life here. They've done a nice job hanging around, but they really need that final push to bring this within about a 5-point game to really make it interesting for OA. OA has really not been tested much in this game. Pulled away early and has maintained that double-digit advantage for much of the contest. Welker down the lane, no good. 2 men on him, and he still finishes. Nice move from Jordan Welker. Oh, excuse me, my score didn't update. As that one dribbles out of bounds, 7:19 remaining. It will stay with the Hornets. 55-46. Notre Dame looking for a series of stops here. It's really what they need. That's really how you start a run. It starts on the defensive end. You need to come up with stops, and in turn, you need to score on the other end. 3-ball from Porter, no good. Flying in for the rebound, Armbruster, turnaround. No good, but he's fouled with 7:04 remaining. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. Armbruster no good on the first attempt, but he'll have another try here. Really, all teams have missed their fair share of free throws during this tournament. Back to a 10-point lead for OA. 1 minute into this fourth quarter. Sherwood has 5 points in this game. He's looked strong for the Irish, but it's been Welker and Henry leading the show. Welker at the elbow. Tried to get it to Fitzpatrick, tipped away. Porter tried to chase it down, but he stepped out. It will stay with the Irish. Groff checking in. Fitzpatrick will take a break. Shooters have been quiet for ND for the most part, as they look to get things going here down the stretch. Henry guarded closely, doesn't matter. Cody Henry's been impressive tonight. Guzmano down the lane, and he's fouled with 6:30 remaining. Inside look for the Hornets, no good. Welker on the rebound. Here come the Irish now. Finero with it. Nice job attacking the rim, no good. Can't get the finish. Yasis on the rebound. .6:10 remaining here in the fourth. Hornets with possession. Armbruster inside to Yasis with the reverse layup. Nice move, Colton Yasis from Gage Armbruster. And it's back to a double-digit lead for the Hornets. Henry for 3, no good. Rebound almost to Sherwood, but it's tipped out of his hands and into the hands of OA. Here comes Porter with it. Porter attacking the lane, knifing through, but can't get the finish, and Yasis fighting for it with a couple of Irish defenders, and Notre Dame comes up with it. Here is Welker, wide open, good! It's like Yasis fell down a little bit. That allowed Welker to get space, wide open for the 3, and he drills it. Big 3 for ND, they're within 7. Could this be the time for the Irish to finally mount that push that they need to overcome this lead for the Hornets? But no! Once again, Guzmano for 3. Henry. Sherwood now. Back to Henry at the elbow. Groff attacking the rim. A lot of contact. Offensive foul. These Kuzmano brothers play hard. To really call them the garbage men on both sides of the floor. The Casella Waste garbage men doing the dirty work for the Hornets. They've been impressive here tonight. Scoring the ball, grabbing loose balls, blocking the ball at the rim, rebounding the ball. They've really done it all. 4.5 minutes to go. Armbruster, another impressive player for OA here tonight. Welker lobs it into Henry. Nice pivot move from Henry there, the turnaround jumper. And a timeout called by Notre Dame, trying to preserve its chances here with 4:15 remaining. As they talk things over, perhaps a defensive adjustment. We have seen the Irish press in the past, but that really is dangerous territory when you're playing this Oakfield-Alabama team. They have so many players that can handle the ball, so much speed and so much vision all over the court. It's really a dangerous proposition pressing them. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, beginning with Casella Waste, also Yasis Trucking and Construction, Excavating and Paving, along with Empire Tractor, and lastly, Sweet Betty's Restaurant and Ice Cream Shop. Alex Brasky here with you for the Batavia Daily News. It's been a good one. OA took about a 10-point lead early on in this game. They've maintained it throughout. Notre Dame has done a good job sticking with the Hornets, but just haven't been able to overcome what's been a spread-out attack from this black, blue, and yellow squad. All right, here we go. 4:15 remaining. Oakfield will take it slowly up the floor. And a travel on Armbruster. That's not what you want out of a timeout. So here come the Irish now with a chance. Welker. Nice pass to Groff, cutting along the lane, and he finishes. Aiden Groff. Nice job moving without the basketball there. So 3:50, we'll call it 3:40 remaining hours. I reset our clock. But a three-pointer from Cameron Kuzmano. What can you do when those two are on the other side for the Irish? The answer is not much. They have had no answer for the Kuzmano brothers here tonight. Inside to Fanera, no good, and Caden Kuzmano grabs the rebound. Kuzmano may be a familiar name to some of you. Plenty of Kuzmanos in the local area, in local athletics over the past number of years, both at the player level and the coaching level. Mother Karen Kuzmano was former athletic director at Elba. Uncles Jeff and Rob, coaches at Attica in the past and present. And also plenty of cousins who have been phenomenal athletes as well. My goodness, Caden Kuzmano for three. It's 2:44 remaining in this game. Welker. Desperation three, and it's good. So Welker trying to keep the Irish head afloat, but with 2.5 minutes remaining, it's getting late early for Notre Dame. I guess getting late, I should say. Oh, I was going to say, that's a heat check from Caden Kuzmano. It rolls around the rim and out, but that one was about halfway down. So here's Welker now, breaking things down on the perimeter. Gets it away to Sherwood in the lane, but he's closed off by good defense from Braden Smith. Welker kicks it to Fanera. Fanera Contested look, and it's good. So the Irish hanging around, 9-point game, but there's under 2 minutes remaining in this one. Oakfield working some clock, and this could be dangerous territory for OA. Not used to being patient, but no. Doesn't matter. They can play at all speeds. Braden Smith banks it in from the corner. And it's now an 11-point game. As I gave OA 1 point too many there. So we'll foul on the rebound, and that will go to the Hornets now. So this one all but over here, as the Hornets look poised to take home the small school title here at the Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial Tournament. It will be their second title since the Batavia Lions Club transitioned to an 8-team format as Caden Kuzmano finishes inside. 3-point play opportunity coming up for him. But once the Batavia Lions Club changed to an 8-team format in 2008, Elba won the first small school title, and then OA won the second. And now the Hornets poised to win this one as well. So 13-point lead, and Kuzmano makes it 14 as he completes the 3-point play. And this final 116, all but a formality, or is a formality, I should say. Is this one all but over? So be sure to tune in a little bit later on, about a half hour away from the large school final between Leroy and Attica. That game sure to be a good one. Merritt Holly Jr. and Mitch Hockey lead Leroy into battle, while a slew of Attica performers lead the Blue Devils into battle, highlighted by Simon Lamparelli. So that should be a good one, as two talented squads from the local area go toe-to-toe for an opportunity for each team to win their first Batavia Lions Club Pete Arras Memorial Tournament title. We'll give you a quick preview of what to expect in that game. As it's now a 13-point advantage. As I said before, Merritt Holly Jr., strong performer for Leroy. They really like to rely on their size inside, but Mitchell Hockey does a nice job distributing along the perimeter, and he can also knock down the 3-ball. So really a solid inside-out game for Leroy, while Attica has struggled at times this year, but coming off their best performance against Batavia in a win in the opening round, they have a head full of steam. So this should be a good one. It's a good matchup for Attica. They have the size to combat the size of Leroy. It's just going to come down, I believe, to the guard play, whether or not Attica can find a way to slow down Hockey, both scoring the ball and distributing the ball. So about 10 seconds remaining, as we have a few new players in there for Notre Dame. Paul Bergman in there, along with Evan Cummings. And that's going to do it here from GCC. The small school final won by Oakfield-Alabama, your champions, here from the Pete Arras Memorial Tournament. We'll be back with the large school final in just a few moments. My name is Alex Brasky for the Batavia Daily News. We'll see you in just a few moments.